Hey folks, this is ioEther and we're back with some more World of Tanks. As you can see, this is Schwarzenegger. In his, we're just gonna call him Regin. In his Moss. I am amazing at pronouncing names. I am so sorry, by the way, if I have butchered your name. My bad. Wait, why doesn't he have HE shells, I wonder? It's not like he doesn't have enough. Okay, for anybody who's new to this game, you always need to carry HE shells. At least 2 or 3 in every tank. Unless it's an autoloader, and then maybe not, but only if you're, you know, more skilled at the game than just starting out. And so Regin is obviously a rank 4, so he knows what he's doing, but you should still have some HE shells. Anyways, so this is obviously a tier 10 rank game. This is on airfield, and he is in the tier 10 German heavy tank. Sorry, I can hear my daughter singing in the background, and it's slightly distracting. Anyways, if you hear her singing in the background, I'm sorry. She's not a bad singer, but it's distracting as anything. Anyways, that all being said, I do want to say before we get started, thank you so much for watching. And of course, if you want to support the channel, the best ways you can do so is by pulling more people in. And please comment on the new intro. So this is the first day it's out to the public. Patreon, my Patreon supporters have been able to see it for a while, as have a few members of my clan. But really, this is the first day the majority of you will be seeing this. So any comments and stuff like that. Also, I'm working on a new that just happened. It should be out by the end of the month. Again, Patreon supporters get to see them first. Sorry, it's just how it works. Looks like we're getting into the game now. Now that we've wandered all the way up here in the moss, it takes a long time to get anywhere, but it's really worth it in this tank. He's almost had a shot on the flank of the other Moss, and unfortunately not able to get it out because other Moss was being careful, and then he stopped being careful, and we rolled out and put one through his flank. And T-57 decides this is a good time to take advantage, and unfortunately we were not able to block the shot from the E4. And even though we just lost a ton of health, well actually 400 health, it really doesn't look that way, does it? The Moss is just having so much health, 1,000 more than that E5 over there. You can really afford to take the take a hit or two every once in a while and just absorb it. He's getting hit from all sides right now. The Moss up on the hill. There's an M48 patent in that bush firing at him. She blind fires back. We don't know if that hit yet. E4 hit us with, that must have been HE damage from the E4, or the, Moss, the Moss. He's just taking a royal pounding right now, and you can see him turning his turret. And the reason he's turning his turret is actually, we're gonna pause it right here. There's only one real weak spot, or 2 real weak spots on the front of the Moss, and they're not where you're expecting. And this is the obvious one. This is the lower glacis of the Moss. It's not as much of a weak spot as most people would like, but it's still a weak spot, and premium fired through there, and some tier 9 and 10s can fire standard ammo through there, and pen. The other weak spot is the front of these cheeks. These are actual weak spots. They're pseudo weak spots again. They will take gold to go through, but if you're tier 9 or 10, you most likely have the penetration to punch rounds through these spots, as long as you can hit them flat. Now, when he's turning his turret like this, he's increasing the angle just enough that most gold rounds will just ricochet off it, which is what happened over here. He has turret turned about to like this, and at this point in time, there's just too much angle on these. They become too thick of effective armor, and rounds will just ricochet off them without doing anything, which is what he wants. He wants more people to shoot him and just bounce rounds off him without actually doing any damage. Unfortunately, somebody's got really accurate shooting, and he is fast losing health. Nice, putting a nice accurate shot into the enemy moss in order to make sure that he's not taking damage without giving some back at least. You always want to be trading damage. If you're going to be taking damage, you definitely want to be dishing damage. Notice he is firing premium right now, and he's waiting until he has a clean shot. Unfortunately for him, that clean shot didn't in fact go in, and now he just got hit with an E4 by an E4, and he's got to wait again. Unfortunately, there we go. Clean shot through the side of the turret. He is going to be spending a lot of money this game in order to do this, but this is a ranked game. Not only that, this is one he wants to make money in, or not make money, but get a rank in. So no matter what happens, even if they lose, he has to do everything he can to get as much damage out as possible, so that he can gain a chevron, or at least not lose a chevron, no matter what happens. Now, it's going to be unlikely for the team to win. As much as we've killed more of them than they killed us, if you look at the map, it doesn't look that way. Their entire team is pressing in on us, and our team is all bundled up, and it's going to result in us being focused down. Well, assuming the enemy team can focus anyway. We lost an E100. That was kind of a big hit. But as long as we can hold them in this choke point and not let them progress, then we'll be okay. You know, so, quite a few of them are at low health. So hopefully our team can start to take advantage of that. As that wasn't an artillery, that was of course the E4 just firing HE and pissing that the IS4 off. I'm sure you can see him advancing with his turret locked to one side. This is by holding the right mouse button, you can lock your turret in place while you move your camera around or even drive in a different direction. That's what he's doing every time he pushes up the hill. He's got his turret turned enough that people are just going to bounce off of him if they shoot him. Looks like he in fact wants to go this way. He's decided that it's just too much likelihood of death if he tries to push up that hill. So he's not even going to bother. He's going to go around 490 average damage. Our IS-7 over there is on 17 health. If somebody comes over the ridgeline and puts an HE shell into him, that's going to be the end of him. And by the looks of it, we have this game in the bag now, as we've actually started picking off their lower health tanks over and over and over again, which is exactly what you want to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're going to get much damage or even damage blocked this game. But that's just how it happens sometimes. E5 charges down the hill. I don't know why he stopped. He should have kept going and taken out that IS-7. Now did he ram the I? I don't know if he tried to ram the IS-7 or he stopped in front of him. But he does take the IS-7 out, and the enemy is starting to pull tanks back. Nice shot into the E5 just as he came around the corner. Vulnerable on his side, and that's exactly where the shot was put. So that actually went rather well. There's still a 907 on the flanks though, and that's a bad plan overall. If you leave a 907 on your flank for too long, it's like leaving any medium tank out there. It will start to eat away at your friendly's health without necessarily getting hit. And it makes it difficult to eventually take out of the game. Unfortunately, because there's still a moss up there, he can't cross like he wants to. He wants to go and harass this 907 out of here, but he really can't. So he has to end up backing up to try and make sure he's still covered from the moss on the other side, and hopefully can get a shot on the 907. Now looking for a shot on the mouse. Is it there? It was. I don't think it's there anymore. Unfortunately, look at that. Enemies pulled it back. And it's now a 3-on-4. 3-on-3. Okay, cool. Camps beside this hill. Can he maybe get a shot into the moss? Nope. Nope. Some I don't think HE would have done much good there, but you know, would have been no, it wouldn't have done anything. Ooh, 907 bouncing gold off of us, or premium shell. I don't know where that bounced off, but oh, cyber turret right there. 907 has to jump down the hill as we take out the enemy moss, and it's now a 2-on-2. This is coming down to the wire, and it's gonna end up being a great game, I'm sure. If we can ever find out where this 907 has gone. He's looking behind him because that's where he assumes the 907 is going to pop up. He assumes the 907 is going to do this and pop up here. That was now a 2-on-1 with our object at 35 health. Oh, that's where the 907 is. Well, that's the end of that. Well, yeah, as Regent says, well, bother. This is one of the worst places for enemy. This is one of the worst situations to be in a heavy tank. Alone as a 2-shot against an enemy medium. Now, albeit the enemy medium, if we roll high enough, is a 1-shot, but it's really like a weird count. Most likely it's going to be a 2-shot. So, yeah, and even his allies are like, oh, you're screwed. There's no way you can do this. He's just gonna hide in the bushes, and this map is too open. You can't find a place where you can back into and make him come at you. And so, the only upside that Regent has right now is the fact that this is a ranked game. So in a ranked game, it means that if it's a draw, then both teams lose, and it's more likely that that somebody loses a chevron. And so the 907, unless he is 100% confident that he is top of his team, will not want to lose this game no matter what, and he won't want to draw this game either. So he's going to come at us. And because of the fact that we're far enough away, actually, I'm going to pause it right here. This is a risk. Now, the ioEther was in these bushes back here. Then they're right here on the map. He's not out of draw distance. So, if that 907 is still there, we might get lit right here. If we get lit right here, we're going to get lit up and dead before Regent can do anything about it. But it looks like the 907 isn't still there anymore. He's moved, he's in some other location, or he's trying something else. So now at this position, he's going to be hard pressed to get to the cap in time if the 907 starts capping. But at the same time, look at the position as far as attacking it goes. There isn't much exposed here. This is going to be the softest target the 907 is going to be able to shoot at. And in order to shoot at that, he's going to have to come into somewhere that Regent can fire at him from. Now, it looks like the object 907 has decided that instead of trying to attack us, probably because he didn't know where we were, he's instead going to go ahead and start the cap. Now, he may have known where we were, but either way, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to speed this up because we know where both people are. There's no point in leaving it at normal speeds. Bringing it back down to regular speed. We had to scare the 907 off the cap. As long as he's off the cap for another 20 seconds, it is impossible for him to cap this out. It takes 1 minute and 40 seconds. Is it? Yeah, it's 1 minute and 40 seconds to cap out a game. So as of right now, as of 10 seconds from now, that object 907 cannot win by capping. He has to kill us. Wow. I thought he was on 589 or 98. Turns out he wasn't. And this was a great result. he advanced in just the right way so that the 907, instead of hitting him, not that that would have killed him, by the way, but it would have hurt and would have been annoying. 907 couldn't do anything about this except for get shot and die. And even though we were tracked, we still got our gun down low enough that we could kill the 907 without without letting him get away. Great job, and this was well done. I'm glad this got sent in, as this is exactly how you drive the Moss. And if you're ever against the Moss and you see it driving like this, don't even bother, unless you have gold loaded and you're prepared to take a shot for shot kind of thing, like you're in a heavy tank. Then just go around and hit it from the back or the sides. It's much easier to pen from the sides. Oh, and one last note about this thing. Because of how angled the sides of this turret are, even flat on, this side of his turret is actually quite bouncy. If you're not shooting down at it from an upper angle, it's going to be hard to pen. So you might as well just get around behind it and punk shots through the back of it. Like, well, I can't see you, can't look at you, I can't do anything to you. I'll see you all later. Unfortunately, no medals, but that's because it is a ranked game, and in ranked games, you unfortunately don't get any of these medals. That's really sad. But as irritating as that is, it's still the way it is, so I can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, not top damage on the team, but definitely won the game for his team. And now you guys know what a tier 4 game looks like, and it's just so much of a slugfest and badly. Somebody always dies with having done no damage. That's just always seems to be the way that goes. Wait, how does E5 get so high up on experience with no? It's a little weird. But anyways, thank you so much for sending this in. Thank you all for watching. Please, again, comments on the new intro would be really helpful. And what do you guys think? All that stuff. And, of course, pull more people into the channel. I was hoping to get 400 people before this got released. But, obviously, we didn't make it to that. I'd still like to get as close as possible, as soon as possible, So, the more friends you pull in, the better. Have a great night. This is ioEther out.